Oh, what's going on, man? What's good, bro? How you feeling? Ready? Hey, you want to see something? How you feel? Yeah, let's get it. I'm gonna catch you. I bet.
Brent, these are two teams that can really get it done at the arc. This could end up being a battle fought at long range tonight.
And tonight, Kevin, it just might not be a about shooting as many threes as you can. Who can produce the highest quality looks? That team ends up usually winning.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Johnson is out there with Wiggins. Here's Johnson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, the defense is paying so much attention to what Stefan's doing. It's going to lead to baskets for this offense like that one.
For 3, Booker. Johnson with the rebound. On offense, here are the Warriors. They went to Phoenix. for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again. And no one really crashing down on the backside, a breakdown defensively.
Paul with the screen for Booker. That misses off the backboard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Johnson inside, defended by Paul, and the basket by Johnson.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Ayton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Johnson finds Green. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Crowder following the basket by Draymond Green. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker, good.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Johnson, the pass to Thompson. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Knocked away. Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact.
Both taking a foul. First team foul. Shooting for Golden State. Draymond Green. 2 shots.
That time the foul. Well, Draymond's IQ on the defensive end is so high level. I think that's going to be a huge advantage with him as an analyst, because he's going to talk to you from a perspective you don't much hear from. Usually it's from guys who scored a lot of points in the NBA, but what he did defensively, he could communicate that quite well.
Now here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And that one's good. Wiggins. Green's broadcasting has even helped his opponents in some cases.
Yours probably has too, Kevin, in some instances. But with Draymond, I think what's cool is guys are listening. And when Draymond starts to talk about some of the techniques he uses or some of the things he's looking out for, guys understand that could improve their game. So why not take it from one of the best in the business?
Here's Johnson. The Suns getting the bucket inside. And Green with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Booker looking around. Ayton a screen on Thompson. Here's Booker. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, here's Green. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Down by 12. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Green with a screen on Ayton. Johnson the pass to Green. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
Assist from
Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Heat in Miami. Now here's Johnson. To the paint. Here's Green. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Second shot opportunity, and he could not hit it.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Phoenix.
Defensive end, he's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And Green gets it to go.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Paul following the basket by Draymond Green. Paul banked in off the glass.
He's got that ball on a string and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Now here's Johnson. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Here's Green. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Green's got 16 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Curry against Paul. Goes up to the stripe. No good there. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Devin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now Johnson. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last three-pointer. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Back to Johnson. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Here is Paul after the made shot from Johnson. Shot clock at 3, buried from 15 feet out.
He is a master craftsman when he gets inside and carves out space at the mid-range. CP3 with another deuce.
Johnson against Ayton. 14 feet away. A shot by Johnson, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Paul finds Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Gets that one to drop. A rare make, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
Timeout for Golden State. Substitution on the court.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Johnson. Crowder kicks to Payne. From 12 feet out. And 2 free throws coming up on
Johnson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
His first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Bridges outside. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Wiggins, a screen on Ayton. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 12.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Payne finds Crowder. Pass to Ayton. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Such a tremendous physical profile that Ayton has. He's getting it done down low.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball call.
Take it back. Not so great.
Green dishes to Johnson. Here he goes. And the shot goes down. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's Johnson. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker outside. Pass to Ayton. Crowder kicks to Payne. The pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Green with the block.
You can see Draymond Green so fired up every time he has a chance to impact the game defensively.
Timeout for Golden State. For your song, Breaker Disprove. All right, so
Warriors leading by 12. Moment here now for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Chris Paul's doing. David.
Hey guys, I got an update from the Suns' head athletic trainer. He confirms that it is a sprained ankle, and as you'd expect, it's very swollen and it's causing him a lot of discomfort. Well, this is definitely unlucky, and especially right at the start of the season. The adjustments will be plentiful going forward. Devin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Johnson can't hit.
That's one he knows. He should have drained.
Here's Payne. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
That's good from Johnson on the assist by Green. 16 points for Johnson.
Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Payne finds Ayton. The shot that time, not on target. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
2 points, that one goes.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Booker. And that one's good, Ayton. 10 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Ayton against Johnson. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The drive by Booker. Great D that time from Johnson.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Wiggins, a screen on Ayton. Johnson, the pass to Wiggins. He gets that one. Wiggins has got 5 now.
toughness there from Andrew Wiggins. Would like to see more baskets like that one from him.
Outside Crowder. Back to Payne. Ayton inside. Johnson on him. No good from Booker.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Johnson against Ayton. Green kicks to Johnson. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Suns trail by 20. Booker the pass to Payne. Ayton sets the pick for Payne. The Warriors pull it in. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Johnson's got 22.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Crowder a screen on Thompson. Here's Booker, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Such a capable scorer from the mid-range. He just knows how to make that work for him.
Now Johnson. 22 points for him. With the drive, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Crowder. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. On the wing, Booker lets it go with a 3. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now it's 13 fouls.
Timeout for Golden State.
A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Green is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Stephen Curry. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Here's Paul after the made shot from Johnson. "55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter."
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get it all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So it's Phoenix now. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Šarić. Fader on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Johnson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. There's the drive. And then Johnson with the jam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Here's Paul. The Warriors making the shot. 15 seconds left now here in the second. And they double up Paul. Craig kicks to Shamet. And the Suns miss again. Johnson for 3. And so it's the Golden State Warriors having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for Golden State.
Their game plan has been pretty straightforward. Attack inside, make the defense collapse, and so far it's been working.
Yeah, I think that the whole team over there collapsed. This is over.
All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. Out in the East, Trae Young.
Young's offensive output has been off the chart.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? Clutch and impressive effort here today.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Pass to Bridges. Now here's Ayton. He's guarded by Johnson. And Ayton gets double teamed. And Booker kicks to Crowder. Goes up on the block. Lets it go from deep. Devin Booker. And that's good. Booker's got 19 points.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
Ayton against Johnson. Driving in. And the shot is good.
He's got a lot to do.
What? Come on, Rev. That's a soft foul.
At the line for the Warriors.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or...
Devin.
That's the way, Rev. Keep a
Score.
handle
Even
on
when he
this
gets hit
game.
on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
The Suns shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Paul against Curry. Paul passes to Ayton. Over Johnson. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
To the inside. Back to Johnson. Poked away from 13, and that one's good. Wiggins has got 7 points in the game.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
To the middle. And it's Ayton missing. Golden State's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Ayton. Lets it go from 11. And there's Johnson. That's good. On the assist from Green. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Booker. Johnson with the block. Wiggins passes to Johnson. He takes it in, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block. out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
With the step back. Thompson against Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-5 run. That one falls. He's got 8.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Johnson with the block. And it's the Warriors on the break. Johnson's got the ball. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. 14 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. Booker's got 24 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Ayton a screen on Thompson. Here's Booker. Johnson with the block. Back to Thompson. The 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
3-point
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Crowder a screen on Thompson. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Here's Booker. Dishes it to Ayton. He can't get that one to fall. Wiggins with some nice deep. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Johnson dishes to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Quick into the air. Andrew Wiggins up and throws it down.
Paul surveying the floor. Here's Booker. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Golden State will come the other way. Thompson passes to Johnson. And there it is for him. Johnson's got 49 points in the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Crowder a screen on Curry. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Had 941 days between NBA games because of those. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Andrew Wiggins is out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Johnson, that's for 2. And again.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now 3rd in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, GA, you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out.
His play this season has moved him past Kobe. Yes, Kobe being Bryant for most 50-point games in a season. I can still remember that incredible 2007 year for Kobe, and that has been bested.
A minute 42 left in the game. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Booker. Payne gets a wide open look. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. I thought an all-around dominant performance, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Johnson.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Green, the screen. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's good once more. Nice make there from Johnson.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Paul. Johnson with the block. And they're moving it up. And he lays it straight in. Johnson's got 59 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Whose bat is that?
Paul kicks to Payne. Back to Paul. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dump.
We'd like to say thank you to everyone who's
Sir,
Hey, bro. For your team, and we'll be back for future games.